Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and welcome to the Alt Season Trading Show. My name is Gary Fickle. We're going to talk about some altcoin opportunities, and more in particular, we're going to talk about different projects that is happening that we need to go ahead and start paying attention to, because it's really going to drive the market. Because we know that cryptos is all about hype, but then of course we can add some technical analysis to be able to determine when is the best time to go ahead and start buying in. So we're going to talk about all of that good stuff right after this. All right, traders, well, welcome to the show. And yes, I brought in Cameron here to go ahead and talk about a particular project that I think is important to go ahead and look at. But we're also going to go ahead and take a look at the technical analysis after he's gone in and explained why this particular project is going to blow up based on the coin, the altcoin that we're actually going to be trading. So before he goes into the details, I think what's important that we go ahead and do is take a quick look at Bitcoin and see how Bitcoin is setting up right now. And as we go into Bitcoin and we establish what Bitcoin setup is, we'll go ahead and make a decision as to how we're going to go ahead and trade the rest of the coins. So let's go ahead and do this right here. As I look at Bitcoin on the chart, and as I identify trading opportunities, I'm going to move this to a 4-hour chart. This is right here. And what I'm noticing right now, if I look at Bitcoin, I notice that Bitcoin has hit a very, very high, or let's say a very exclusive high right here at about 64,500. Now, we did trade a little bit above that significant high right here. We traded above that, but we are starting to pull back. Now, if I look at the wave structure that I have inside right here, I'm looking at this and I'm saying maybe there's got to be an adjustment, because prices really moved back quite a bit. In fact, I didn't expect price to move further than this previous high right here. And as you can see right now, we're trading below it. Now, this doesn't indicate that we're in a bearish retracement yet, right? We don't anticipate that we're in a bearish retracement. But what we do see right here is that we have this possibility. We have this possibility that the market might just be in some sort of retracement mode. Okay, and so if we're looking at this as a possible retracement mode, we have to see how of a what's the probability of us going higher. Now, anytime the market moves below the level of support and resistance that we've seen right here, there's a resistance level, we've traded below that. Anytime the market moves below that, we're always looking at the next low to see if that holds. And at the moment right now, we see that Bitcoin is holding above that significant point right here. And that's traded around about 40,000 right here. Now, it is important, though. It is important that we get back above that high right there. Because if we can get back above that, that means that we're on our way off to the fifth wave, which we already established right there at about 74,000. So we are in low probability area right now. And when I say low probability of a rally, until we get above that high at around about 52,000. If we get above that, then of course the bulls are back in the market and we're starting to look for the market to go ahead and rally. So if you're looking at any sort of, if you're trading any sort of altcoins or you're trading any sort of setup, then just keep an eye on Bitcoin right now, because if we do get that move to the upside, break above 50, it's about 52,900. So 52,900, if we can break above that, we can certainly go ahead and see the market go ahead and continue to rally to the upside. So that means that this could be opportunities of opportunities on the altcoins, right? So if we see the market right at that spot, just below there, then we may need to go take a look at the altcoins, look at projects, take a look at projects that might just give us this big sharp rally to the upside once we get Bitcoin above certain levels. So things are starting to brew, which means that there's great opportunities on the lower, I'm talking about lower market cap coins that are going to be setting up, giving us these big pumps, right? So the low market cap coins give us these big pumps. So when we get to the situation where we're now in a point where we're now looking for that big rally in Bitcoin, then the low market cap coins are at very cheap prices. Even the level one market cap coins are at good pricing at the moment right now because it's cheap. and we call that cheap buying, right? It's really good. So I think we're in a good spot right here as we're heading into the December period and we go into January. I think we're in a very good spot right here to see some good solid rally in the altcoins because we're anticipating Bitcoin to rally. Now, if I go back to the chart right here, I'm going to keep an eye on this level. And that level is priced at around about the 40,000. I want to go ahead and see if we do take out that level. What I might go ahead and look for is see if there's anything that I'm missing out on here. Now, I do see if you look over here on the actual oscillator below, notice that we are seeing the oscillator confirming that that momentum is up. Now, price is following the same suit, right? Price, so we don't have divergence here, but we're certainly in the same direction. Momentum and price is in the same direction right here. So we should stay above that 40,000 level. So we're going to keep an eye on that, right? We're going to keep a very sharp eye on that and see if we do stay above that, do we see then price move it up to 74,000? Now, I'm going to go ahead and bring Cameron now in as we go ahead and talk about the different altcoins and something that is a project that is really going to be solid for traders to go ahead and look at. Now, I'm going to talk about Gala. We did say in our previous session that we're going to talk about Gala in today's session. I'm going to give you a quick rundown at the end of this video, so stick around at the end of the video, and I'm going to say something about Gala, but we are going to continue that conversation in our next altcoin show, because I think there's certain things that you need to know about Gala, and that there's a great opportunity. Now, the reason why I'm not leaving the details for next week, and I'm giving you some now, because Cameron and I have already gone ahead and invested quite a bit of money in Gala itself, and we'll talk about that at the end of the show, and give you some information on that. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Cameron, because Cameron's going to be talking about something real interesting that you might want to go ahead and pay attention to. Cameron, show's yours, my friend.
All right, sorry if you guys see my dog on my lap. He's just bothering me and bugging me right now if I don't put him on my lap. So it's.
I think get him up, pick him up.
Yeah, just don't be distracted. He's cute.
Yeah,
so
there we go.
He's just gonna be chilling on my lap while I do this.
What is his name?
Bentley.
Of course it is.
Yeah, he's adorable. But all right, guys. So first thing is, let's go to the first thing. Let me share my screen.
All right, and just so that everyone knows, Cameron has had some issues with his computer this morning, and we've managed to get up. So that's why we start off a little bit late, getting some technical issues. So appreciate everyone being here. All right, go for it, Cam.
All right, so let's just check out the Sandbox on the coin market cap. And we usually like to talk about those meme coins that have that low market cap. But Sandbox is it's got a 5 billion market cap, so it's essentially not a low market cap. And we like to usually talk about those low ones because we like to look for those big gains. But if you're trading Sandbox, it's obviously a lot less risky, as it has a pretty solid market cap. So first thing is we're gonna go and check their website, their gaming site. So let's hope this doesn't make it slow here. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm just gonna go through their gaming site and show you a lot of the attributes that they have in this game that I think why I would invest it. Like, I'm not a financial advisor, but this is just something that interests me, intrigues me, why I would invest in something like Sandbox. So if you go, as you can see, they got their alpha. They just started their alpha, which is basically like a beta. And it's for most of the people that are playing this alpha mode is the people that own land in the metaverse, in the Sandbox. All right, let me go back here. All right. So yeah, as you can see, so they have this beta going on called Alpha from November 29th to December 20th, and they are it's like a beta. So the people that own the land went through like a raffle. They got the Alpha pass, and they were able to go and play the Sandbox. But obviously, the whole game is not open yet, so it's just a little beta they played. And as you can see here, the partners too. I'd like to go through this. As you can see, they got a lot lot of blue chips, a lot of big companies that are partnered up. You know, you can see Snoop Dogg. If you guys know Snoop Dogg, great artist. Adidas, The Walking Dead, Atari is another coin that also I was looking to invest in. The Smurfs, Hell's Kitchen. A lot of things you can see here that are that a lot of people know about.
So this Cameron, is this a game within the metaverse?
Yes, this is a game within the
Okay.
metaverse. Sandbox.
Okay.
It's
And so people can go ahead and play this game, and I believe you can also earn sort of like coins playing this game too, right?
yes, yes. Yeah, you will be earning sand coins, sand tokens. So now the reason why I'm so bullish on Sandbox is because of where this is really trending to. I mean, like I said, you guys do your own research on this. But the research I've done and looking at this, it seems to me like this is gonna be the new world. Um, Now, real quick, you can see that here's the market. So people are gonna make money off this. As you can see, people go, and I'll get to this right here. You can see create, and people create NFTs. You can create these NFTs and sell it in the marketplace here in Sandbox. So people can make, as you can see, how much it costs right here. And these are NFTs. Basically digital assets that you will own in this metaverse, in the Sandbox. So people can create it, and people will go and buy it on the marketplace. And if oh, here we go. All right.
It started hanging on you.
So as you can go, let's go to Snoop Dogg. Let's go to Snoop Dogg's marketplace here.
And Snoop Dogg's creating like a concert, right?
Yeah, no, he's let me see. I click on
This is
this.
this is weird. It's weird. I must admit, it takes me here a little bit of thinking through this process, but how how you buy these pieces of land. And by the way, Cameron's already spoken about me and him and looking to invest into property in the metaverse and buying these properties
Yeah.
to actually either rent out or to be able to build something or to be able to do something on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, carry on, Cameron.
Yeah, and this is a reason why I think it's a good idea to invest in land in this Sandbox. So you can already see it's sold out here, Snoop Dogg's marketplace. So he has a Snoop Dogg pass, and whoever owns this pass will be able to go into his land where he will have concerts, live concerts. Will have parties. So it's kind of, yeah, it's strange, right? So he'll have parties and party events. So people that have this pass can attend these party events in this virtual world, you would say. And you can see it's sold out. If I go to most of these NFTs marketplace, they all possibly sold out. So as you can see, um, it's a game that's just starting, and it's already getting sold out in most of its marketplace. And here it is loading again for me. This sucks.
Yeah.
So let me just go to create here. As you already got an idea of this marketplace, but let me show you how you can make money now. If you own a piece of land, you can go and you can build games. You can build games in your land where people will go into your land. It's almost like think of it as Portal. When you play a game, you go in a portal into each person's land, and you play these games that they create in their land. And it's going to probably cost some sand tokens to play these games. And the person that owns this land that created this game will earn sand tokens from the players. And you can also earn tokens playing these games too. So you can go and see here, scroll down. All right, come on. So as you can see, you can create for free. Doesn't cost money to create the game, but it does cost money to buy these lands. And if I had to tell you how much these lands cost, they cost probably anything around 10,000 to 20,000, depending on how big your land is and the location of your land. But yeah, it's really expensive. so so as you can see, it's free to create the games. So you can go and create these games, create whatever type of game you want to create in your own land. It's your land. You can do whatever you want. People are going to be creating businesses, opportunities for to create, to entertain, um, and yeah. So how
So,
to earn? So
so
you can
what?
build
So
games.
when is this all going to take place, Cameron? When is this all going to take place? Because clearly this is what creates the hype, right? What creates a hype is that you go into these projects, right? And in these projects, you look at these different setups, and in the different setups you have these different like NFTs, you have the land buying, you have these games that can all create sort of hype and sort of excitement that people go ahead and adopt to a certain coin, or at least a certain project. Then of course the coin starts growing in value.
Yeah.
So with all of this happening, is there any expected launch that's coming up soon that we need to keep an eye open for?
Um.
I mean, or is it just
No. I mean,
growing as we go through the month?
yeah. Yeah. We're just growing. Like I said, they just dropped their alpha mode, which is like a beta. There's no release date. They The only way to find out is to follow them on Twitter and keep updated with their posts to see what they're dropping.
Yeah,
And that's the only way to to find out if like I said, there's no release date. Most of these games they don't really have a release date
sure.
because they don't want to underpromise their audience. So look, so here's the Vox edit year two. I'd like to show you. So like I said, you can create the games and you can also go and your NFTs that people will buy in that market I showed you earlier. People will go NFTs to go and put it in their land, put in their virtual home, or put have avatars of their like whatever you guys please to do. I mean, the sky is limited in this metaverse.
Hmm.
Um, all right, I'm lagging here again.
Yeah, yes, you are lagging. Oh, look at that. All right, yeah, Cameron's having a bit of a lag because, of course, his computers. I think your voice is coming through though, Cam.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
I'd like to just get to the map
okay.
part. Show you the map if I can. Um, let's see if I can do this.
Is it loading or not? Well, while Cameron's sorting out these load time right here, let's just talk about what he's just spoken about right here. So, when it comes to trading cryptos, the most important thing about trading cryptos is that we want to make sure that we are getting into the right projects, but more importantly, looking at to see what is growing, what is involved in the project itself. So when you invest into a particular coin, you want to know that there's sort of like a support, a buy-in on the project that's going to be supporting that coin's movement. And the same thing, you got to look at the like stock market, right? Stock market, you look at what's going on into the company, how things are moving, the returns, the profits they're generating, all of that good stuff. Whatever happens in the country, in the company, will affect, of course, how the stock's going to grow. And the same thing goes with currencies. Currencies, you don't look at the currency itself, but you look at what's happening in the country and how's GDP, how's GDP, how's inflation, how is jobs, how is the housing market. All of these things play a factor of how the currency is actually going to be moving. And the same thing goes with cryptos. You've got to look at the cryptos. When you're buying into a crypto, you want to buy in a certain crypto. It's not just all about the hype, but it's about the adoption. How many people are getting involved? Who's getting involved? What type of project? Who's supporting the project? Who's behind the project? And all of that stuff is what goes ahead and creates this sort of movement in that crypto. And so the reason why I bring in Cameron, because I've hired Cameron to go ahead and actually do the research for us. Cameron is actually co-owner of the Traders Network, co-founder of the Traders Network Club, and his role in the Traders Network Club is to do the research and bring in information about why we're expecting a certain coin to go. And so when we go ahead and invest in certain coins, we absolutely want to get the adoption behind it. We want to get the information. And I think it's important. Not all of us can go ahead and sit all day going through Twitters, Discords, all of these different feeds, right? To be able to pull this information bring this information in. But Cameron does this. This is what Cameron does. Cameron goes ahead and pulls this information so that I know, you guys know exactly why we're looking at certain coins. And then what we're going to do is we're definitely going to go back to the technicals. Now, Cameron, did the thing did it open up? Did anything open up for you? Looks like it's still.
Yeah, it's still low. I don't know if you can
Yeah, it
still hear.
looks like you can even see your camera's a bit struggling right now. All right, no problem. We'll go ahead and leave that for right now. And we'll go ahead and jump into, we'll bring it back if camera's computer's working back next time. We'll bring it back and give you some more information on that. But let's go ahead and talk about the actual charts now. All right, let's dig into the chart and we take a look at see what's going on here with the charts. So as I break this down, I want you to look at, we're going to go ahead and look at Sandbox itself, right? So if I go to Sandbox and open up Sandbox chart right here, let's go ahead and make sure that it makes sense to us why we would want to go ahead and invest in this particular coin. Now, take a look right here. We already spoke about Bitcoin, and we said that Bitcoin is on a possible rally. We said it's in a low probability area, which means that it's like hanging over there. We've got to break above 55 or 54,000. Which was a 53, I think. We have to break above 53,000 again before we actually start seeing the bulls back in control again. And so if we look over here on Sandbox and we take a look at the chart on the 4-hour time frame, that we can see that we're in a downward trend. Now, downward trend doesn't mean that we're in a bad position. It means that we're setting up with a good position because we're now going to look to start buying. And if you look over here, here is the swings. Here we go, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Prices come all the way back over here and tested this 1.618 right here. So price is at a good level of support. This is why investing in Sandbox right now into the buying the Sandbox coin is actually a good option because it's at a level of support, and now we're looking for the market to start rallying up. And so what we will do is we will be looking to invest in Sandbox, and again, possibly even inside one of the projects, buying land, as Cameron just mentioned, and we'll go ahead and look to get in on that. But what we're looking at right here is getting in. Now, we'll go in and cost average. Anytime you buy cryptos, the best trading approach with cryptos, because of the volatility that we see, is using a cost average trading approach. But if you look over here, it's a good spot right here to start looking to invest into Sandbox and looking for price to continue to move north. Now, if you are struggling to be able to identify where to get in, because there's obviously different places that you go ahead and buy Sandbox. Coinbase doesn't provide Coinbase, or maybe a platform that you're just buying coins on, doesn't always provide the coin to be able to purchase on. So we'll talk about that in the next video. We'll go ahead and give you guys some sort of idea of actually how to go ahead and swap out certain coins and where you need to go in order to be able to swap them out. All right, because there is a process. We've gone through that process, and I spoke to you about this last time, and I said I transferred money into my MetaMask, and I transferred from Shiba into MetaMask, and I thought I lost those the funds, and it turns out I actually had to do just a little switch. I had to change a little switch, and that gave me access to where my actual coins were. So I didn't really lose that money. It is transferred into the right wallet, so I'm good to go. But we'll give you all these little tips and to figure out exactly how to be able to get funds transferred into a certain place and then convert it into whatever coin you're going to go ahead and trade in. Specifically, those that don't, those platforms that don't offer these coins that you can go ahead and trade in. So we'll go ahead and talk about that. But looking at the moment right now, looking at where we're at right now with Sandbox, it makes very good sense why we should go ahead and start looking to invest. Now, again, as Cameron mentioned earlier on, we are certainly not telling you how to invest your money. All right, we're just saying, hey, this is the options that you have. And so by looking at the options that we have right here, we are now saying to you, hey, listen here, on this particular setup, it looks like Cameron's really going mad here. Cameron, your camera is messed up. Yeah, his camera's gone. I think we've lost him. All right. So what we're saying here is that we're not CTAs, we're not commodity trader advisors, and so we can't tell you what to do with your money. But what we're doing is just giving you information as to what's going on, so you can make the right decision. And so we are definitely looking at Sandbox not only to buy the coins, but even to invest into property in the Sandbox game. And we'll let you know how that plans out. But it's Cameron, I don't know if you mentioned pricing, but it looks like the Sandbox land can be anywhere between well, I'm talking about cheaper land, anywhere between $10,000 and $20,000 for just a piece of land. And then you have to go ahead and build out all the stuff or get someone else to rent it or go ahead and do whatever you need to do on that property. So it is virtual land. And I have never in my wildest dreams thought I'd ever go ahead and spend money on virtual property. All right. And it looks like I'm going to be doing that. And we'll see how that plays out. Well, in any case, with that being said, I want to go ahead and thank Cameron. I know he's having some issues, technical issues right now, but I want to thank you for bringing the information here, but also at the same time, giving us an idea of what's behind the project so that we do invest in it. We have some sort of confidence that what we've done now by investing in a certain coin is now giving us an opportunity for this rally to the upside. Now, I said to you I was going to talk about Gala before we ended the show today, and I'm absolutely going to go ahead and talk about Gala. So let's go take a look at Gala right here and give you a quick rundown on what's going on with Gala. Let's go into the chart. Okay, here we go. Now, if I go into Gala, take a look what's happened to Gala. Gala's already gone ahead, and you'll look over here, and you see we don't have a lot of data from Gala, but we've got enough to make a decision on. So here is a wave 1, right? Here is our wave 3 going up right here. And so what's happening right now? Price has come back to retest this wave 1. It went a little bit deeper down below. All right, there it is. But we've already gone here and broken on the right side of the trend line. So we're expecting Gala to continue this rally. And we're actually looking at this particular coin to move around about, let's take a look at the profit potential. Well, we bought it just below right here. We actually bought it down here at about 47. So we got it at $47 right here. 47 cents. And we're expecting it to go all the way up to this point right here. And that is priced at about 98 cents. And we're looking at about 100% growth in the actual coin. Now, if things take off the way we expect, like Sandbox, like Gala, because Cameron's going to bring you some information next week about Gala and why we're so invested in Gala right now. All right. But if you take a look over here, if we do break up above that 1.27 and it extends itself and gives us the pump, we could be looking at Gala going all the way up here to this level. And that's the 1.618. So I'm going to look at this from our invested price to where we're going to get. We're looking at about 144%, and it's not done yet. Once we get up to the 144% right here, then this is going to conclude an inside third wave. And if it concludes an inside third wave, that means, traders, that we are going to possibly see another sharp rally to the upside. So we can see another sharp rally to the upside after that dip. So we're going to go about 144 pips, 144% up. We're going to have a slight pullback, and then we have another extended move. So there's a lot of upside potential. Listen here, the altcoins are really setting up great, and they are very cheap. The question here is, which ones do we invest in that's going to give us the biggest pump? Because I believe that most of them are going to have some good solid rally. But which one of them is a lot of hype behind? Which one of them has a lot of adoption behind it? And that's why we're looking at these coins, because we're getting ourselves ready for this big major pump. And when it comes, we want to be ready and be in the right coins. And that's why we're looking at Gala. So Sandbox, obviously a great option. So Gala, looking at a great option in Gala as well. We will bring more information in next week about Gala and give you the why behind it, the information, the projects, all that good stuff. We'll talk about that in our next video. So with that being said, once again, thank you, Cameron. Thank you guys for joining. We'll see everyone back again, same time, same place. And we'll be back on Tuesday next week as we go ahead and dig into Gala. This is the FxBigDog signing off.